JNN is made possible by Conscious Incorporated and Fusion Coffee House.
Hey there, Jags. I'm Ava Eves.
And I'm Bella Perez, and this is
JNN's The Central. In this episode, we're diving into some current topics, such as alternate ways to trick-or-treat and the end of the U.S. History State Test.
But first, let's check in with Condoleezza Mobit for your weekly weather update.
Hey there, Jax. Let's talk about the weekly weather in Madison, Mississippi for the week of November 3rd to the 7th. To start the week on November 3rd, there will be a high of 69 and a low of 47. Monday will be a beautiful day with clear skies and lots of sunshine. On Tuesday, a few clouds will start to roll in. There will be a high of 69 and a low of 47 and expect light wind. By November 5th, there will be partly cloudy skies. During the day, we will see highs in the upper 60s and a low of 47 with light winds at night. On Thursday, the sun will emerge from the clouds. We will see a high of 70 and a low of 47 with complete light winds and clear skies. To finish the week on Friday, November 7th, there will be a high of 72 and a low of 50. Expect sunshine and mostly clear skies. That's all for your 5-day forecast. Dress accordingly and have a great week. This has been Condoleezza Mobit with your weekly weather.
Thanks, Condoleezza. Looks like I'll need to start bringing a jacket to school.
Definitely. The chilly weather is just around the corner.
In other news, a lack of cooperation between Congress and the President has resulted in a government shutdown.
That's right. When a new federal budget isn't passed in time, it forces certain government operations like the FDA, IRS, and national parks to temporarily shut down.
This decision has led to many federal employees being furloughed, while essential workers continue without pay.
Speaking of major decisions, the Mississippi Board of Education recently elected to remove the U.S. History State Test as a requirement for high school graduation. This decision has sparked questions and concerns surrounding the effects on our students' historical knowledge.
Noah Brown reports on this next.
With the 2025-2026 school year starting, state legislature has decided to omit the 11th grade U.S. history exam, bringing joy to students, but also concerns for historical literacy. Ted Poore is the superintendent of Madison County Schools and has been a district employee for over 2 decades. He is looking forward to seeing the outcome of the testing decision.
It's been discussed at the state level. It's been discussed in the legislative sessions because they weighed in on it as well, that it was proposed by Mississippi Department of Ed to be removed as a state test. I used to teach U.S. history, so I think as a teacher or a former teacher of U.S. history, I would think that it would really be freeing me up as a teacher to be able to explore more depth into U.S. history.
Ms. Barger is an 11th grade U.S. history teacher. She is devoted to preparing her students for historical knowledge and preserving history.
Personally, for me, I wanted to see the U.S. history test stick around. I think for a graduating student, they need to show some type of understanding of civics, government, their own history. I think eliminating the history test has already affected how I teach a little bit. One of the things it does for teachers is free up our time. It frees us up to do some extra lessons and activities and projects that maybe we haven't been able to incorporate in the past.
Thomas Pound is an 11th grade AP U.S. history student. He prides himself in his studies and is passionate about the class.
I think it is a beneficial step for students. It's going to make it easier to feel okay and confident in your history without having to take a dumb test at the end of the year.
With the removal of the 11th grade U.S. history state test, history classes are going to look a little different this year. No need to stress in May, juniors. This has been Noah Brown with JNN.
Thanks, Noah. To be honest, Ava, I'm just glad I don't have to stress over one big test anymore.
Same here. That means I can focus more on my exams when the end of the year comes.
On a different note, due to recent events, Madison County Schools has implemented a new clear bag policy.
That's right, Bella. Students, parents, and anyone attending MHSAA events, including the tailgate, are now required to bring a clear bag. If your bag doesn't meet their guidelines, it will be immediately turned away at the gate. Thank you for keeping our community safe.
Speaking of sports, I heard our football team is playing in Starkville on Halloween night.
That's true. So if you're heading to the game, remember to bring a clear bag and cheer loudly for our Jags. Andrea Ray is next with your Jaguar sports update.
Recently in Jaguar sports, the football team has lost 2 games and won 2 games, bringing their record to 4-4.
How do you feel about the team's performance tonight?
Well, I mean, obviously wanted to get a win. It's my responsibility to get them ready to play. Needed a few more plays down the stretch right there to get the win, and we didn't make them. So we got to get back to the drawing board, get back to work on Monday, and get ready for these last 2 region games.
And how do you think you'll improve for the Starkville game next week?
Defensively, I thought we played well. We've got to finish drives offensively. Again, put it squarely on my shoulders. I'm the head coach, and I've got to have them ready to play.
How do you feel about your performance tonight?
I thought defensively we did good. It was just a few plays that we got to take care of, and like Coach said, go back to the drawing board and get it done right.
And how do you think you'll do better for next week in Starkville?
Yeah, Monday we're definitely going to have some motivation going into region play and making a run in the playoffs. So some motivation from this game that is really going to help us.
The volleyball team competed for state championship against Ocean Springs, but unfortunately lost. Both our soccer and basketball seasons kick off this Saturday. Our soccer team will be playing Olive Branch, while our boys basketball team will play Leak Central along with Northwest Rankin right after. Our girls basketball team will play both Canton and South Pike on Saturday. The swim team just added another state championship to their record. The girls are now at 12 state championships won, and the boys got 3rd place. This has been Andrea Ray with a sports update. Back to Ava and Bella with the news.
Wow, it looks like our Lady Aqua Jags are really devoted to their sport.
They sure are, Bella. And with soccer and basketball season starting soon, I think I'm going to have to make it to a few games myself.
Speaking of important events, the annual MCHS musical premiered on October 30th, followed by showings on November 1st and 2nd.
That's right. Our talented Jaguar singers performed Disney Descendants live on the big stage.
Hey, but guess what?
What?
I'm hitting 3 trunk-or-treats this year, plus regular trick-or-treating. I'm going to need a second bucket for all that candy.
That's awesome. Trunk-or-treating has definitely become a fun and popular way to celebrate Halloween.
But is it better than traditional trick-or-treating? Joe Nicholson breaks down the pros and cons of this growing trend.
The streets used to be filled with kids going door-to-door trick-or-treating. Recently, there's been a noticeable decline due to alternative methods like trunk-or-treating, where kids go car to car in a dedicated parking lot.
Hannah Broom is the head of the HOA in her neighborhood with children of her own. She helps to make sure the neighborhood is clean and safe for Halloween.
My family, we usually on Halloween Day, our kids will dress up in costumes and we'll go around our neighborhood here. I prefer the door-to-door trick-or-treating with our kids in our neighborhood because of just the opportunity that it affords to get out, see your neighbors, interact with them.
Bo Pitts went trick-or-treating during the height of its popularity. He tells JNN about his experience trick-or-treating when streets used to be filled with kids on Halloween night.
The traditions I miss for past Halloweens is there's not much door-to-door. People go to parties now or trunk-or-treat, and I like the door-to-door. Today's comparison to the way it used to be, there's not as much trust in adults anymore. I mean, people are scared for their kids to go out by themselves or go to people's doors, and when I was a kid, that was not a problem. We didn't even think of that.
Neely Young hosted trunk-or-treats in the past. She schedules and plans the events, hoping that families have a great time.
I prefer trunk-or-treating as well as trick-or-treating the same way, but for trunk-or-treat, it's easy, especially if you have families that live out in the country. It gives you an opportunity to bring your families into town to a certain place, and it gives you that opportunity to have kids, everyone be a part of something. And you can always feel safe at a location rather than just walking up to someone's house because you never know what's going on at home. I think if trunk-or-treating declines the way trick-or-treating, original trick-or-treating is, I think it would honestly probably do away with Halloween. I could still see some churches just doing like their normal fall festivals that they've done for years, but I mean, like the city of Ridgeland is doing a trunk-or-treat for for the entire city. I mean, I just feel like it's a great way to pull the community, businesses, and people into an aspect. But if we lose trunk-or-treats and trick-or-treating, then where's that tradition going? It's just done.
Due to safety concerns and the convenience of trunk-or-treating, the tradition of trick-or-treating has been at all-time low. Keep the spirit of Halloween alive by turning on your porch light and handing out candy. This has been Joe Nicholson with JNN.
Thanks, Joe. I know I'm definitely looking forward to having more than one way to enjoy the Halloween festivities.
Me too. Stay safe and remember to have fun.
Thank you for tuning in to Season 9, Episode 2 of The Central. This has been Ava Eves
and Bella Perez with JNN.